Good morning students. Today I am going to explain you second exercise of this chapter limits. In previous lecture we have already discussed about left hand limit, right hand limit, how to prove whether a limit exists or not, and how can you find limit of a given function at a particular value of x. So now in some different exercises we have to find limit by different methods. So in this second exercise 18b, here method is direct substitution method to calculate limit. So in this method, what have you to do? If you are given a function just like function fx is equal to x square plus 2, and you have to find the limit x tends to suppose 3 fx, you are given the function and you have to find the value of limit, means to evaluate limit, this limit, then how you calculate? Here in direct method, directly at the place of x, whatever x tends to, in the question it is given, directly you have to put at the place in the function at the place of x is equal to this 3. So limit x tends to 3, here at the place of fx directly put this function x square plus 2, and thereafter directly you can substitute this x by 3. So at the place of x putting 3 square by plus 2, this implies 3 3 is 9 plus 2. So what you will get? You will get 11. This is the value of limit. Now some other questions. Limit, another question, limit x tends to 1, x minus 1 upon x plus 1. So I have told you earlier, directly you can substitute at the place of x is equal to 1. So at the place of x putting 1, you will get 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus 1. This implies 0 upon 2 implies 0. This is your limit. Now some other questions. Some other questions like limit x tends to 5 minus, it is given that limit x tends to 5 minus this one x plus 5 upon mod x plus 5, x plus 5 upon mod x plus 5. Just see, as we have already discussed about the limit x tends to something minus, it implies that limit x tends to 5 minus means 5 minus h, you can write 5 x plus 5 upon mod x plus 5. So what is h? H is a very small quantity that tends to 0. That's why here limit x tends to 0. Now putting at the place of x this 5 minus h. So 5 minus h plus 5 divided by 5 minus h plus 5. So what will you get? Limit now 5 plus 5, simply limit x tends to 0. 5 plus 5, 20, 10 minus 5h upon 10 minus h here in modulus. Putting the value of h as 0, you will get here 10 minus 0, 10 upon 10 minus 0, 10. That is equal to 1. So this is your value of limit. Okay. Now some other questions, like if here only if the question is x minus 5 and this x minus 5, then how will you do? This is so simple. By the same way, here only x minus 5 and here x minus 5 will become, okay. So this will become minus 5 and simply another question it is, okay. And this one is 5 minus 5, this time 0 and minus h, 0 minus h and here 0 minus h. Then what you will get? Minus h. So see, what will you get? This time minus h divided by modulus of minus h, that is h, limit x tends to 0, okay, and h, this is minus 1. So this value is minus 1. And if it is just like limit x tends to 5 plus and here x minus 5 upon mod x minus 5, then what will be your answer? How will you solve it? Simple. Putting this time its limit x tends to 5 plus h. 5 plus means right hand limit and x minus 5 upon mod x minus 5. So simple, limit x tends to 0 now. At the place of x, what will you put? 5 plus h. 5 plus h minus 5 upon here also 5 plus h minus 5. This 5 cancel, here also cancel out. So limit x tends to 0, it implies everywhere equal, right? Here h upon mod of h, that will give you h upon h, that is 1. Limit h tends to 0. So it implies that 1. Its answer is 1. This is also a question from your exercise. Okay, another question. In this way, in previous exercise also you have done how to calculate left hand derivative and right hand, left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay. Another question. Here you are given limit x tends to, limit x tends to 5 plus x minus this type of x. So what is the meaning of this one? You need to know. If a number or a function just written like this, it means this is greatest integer. Greatest integer. Okay. What is greatest integer? Greatest integer means, suppose you have given 5.4. Then on number line system it is 5, suppose 4, 3, okay, and this is 6. So 5.4 is here somewhere. Therefore, what is greatest integer in this one? Greatest integer is 5, very close to this one, but not more than that one. Okay, not more than that one. Just left the integral value or integer is said to be greatest integer. Okay, for example, minus 2.3, just see, minus 2.3, what should be its value? So its value will be 5, okay, and what will be its value? Just see, suppose 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, okay, minus 3, it is minus 2.6, something, minus 2 point something is here. Okay, so what will be its value? What is the value just left to this value? It is minus, and this is minus. It means an integer which must not be greater than this one. Okay, so very close to this one, that is called greatest integer, right? In this way here, how to solve this one? By using the concept of greatest integer, we say limit x tends to 5 plus h, and here x minus greatest integer, right? So here limit s tends to 0, 5 plus h minus in greatest integer 5 plus h. Okay, since you know that limit s tends to 0, it is 5 plus h minus, just see what should be the value of this one. H is a very small value, is very small means less than 1, very close to 0. So 5 plus a value less than 1 means that must be in decimal, very close to 0. So 5 point something, since this 5 is not in minus or negative, therefore 5 point something, so its greatest integer will be 5 1, right? It implies now 5 minus 5 cancel out, so you will get h, limit h tends to 0. Now putting value of h 0, so its value will be 0. Okay, its value will be 0. In this way you can solve all other questions. In this way you can solve all other questions from this exercise 18b by direct substitution method. Okay, in next lecture I will explain you exercise 18c by factorization and thereafter by rationalization method. Thank you so much.